What's up, guys? I was just in here jamming out to the start song. Skascatties! Yummy! Oh, holy crap. Lots of people just jumped in. There is a Lila avatar. I hope it works, but there is a Lila avatar out there now. Thank you, thank you. Your girl hit her weight loss goal. Well, the first weight loss goal, and my self-reward was getting my hair done. Well, doing my hair. I didn't go nowhere to do my hair, because hell no. We're going to do Procreate again in the Sunday stream. Everybody voted for more Procreate because we didn't really cover the stuff that we were supposed to cover before because we were distracted by my stupid cough and inappropriate character names. So, yeah. Thank you, thank you. I really, really like it. The kids said it looked like hot Cheetos. I mean, they're not wrong. But, yep, and it's a demi-permanent, so I didn't want to screw it up. I'm sorry, I meant Saturday's stream. Yes, Sunday's stream was canceled. The migraine train was rolling hard. Sunday and yesterday. Good God, it was hell. Hell. But today I woke up. I felt a little funky this morning, but then, like, as the day went on, I started to feel better. So hopefully it sticks around, because today I was like, okay, I'm not feeling quite so crappy today. Maybe we can get some stuff done today. I mean, I didn't get a lot done, but at least I didn't get a headache. I see a Lila. Nice. I didn't get to make the Maynard one yet, but it's on my list of stuff to make. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, so I don't think Jay is here yet because she was the one who was asking about like to-do stamps in Procreate, which I do want to cover because I think that would be a really good thing to do. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys are much better than Mother, it looks like hot Cheetos. Lachlan was more impressed with the fact that I had lipstick on than my hair, I think. I wonder what that says about me on a day-to-day basis, to be honest. That's awesome. So, I think it was Jay who was asking about making, like, reusable templates for your planner. Like, if you wanted to have, like, this is kind of out of my area, but, like, we'll do something that I would say, like if I needed to put schoolwork, social media, crap that you do every day, but you wanted to make it into like a little stamp that you could use, whatever, but like a stamp that you could use over and over in like different colors, different textures, and stuff like that in Procreate. So that's what I wanted to go over first. I really, really wanted Jay to be here though, because I know that she was the one who was asking about this, but I can post the replay on Friday and she can watch it then. Hocus Pocus. Yes! Still better than hot Cheetos. All right. So, okay. We are in our standard canvas, the square one. Oh, there she is! Yay! Jay, you're just in time. We're going to do the templates in Procreate for doing like your daily tasks and stuff like that. So, and I'm also going to show you guys a little trick that I use to get around Procreate's lack of straight angle thing that it's got going on since Procreate 5 dropped. Plus, the probably really stupid way that I go about rounding corners in Procreate. So, the easiest way, okay, because I like a rounded corner in my stamps and stickers and things. Not so much like the harsh card or envelope edges. So honestly, a card edge is easier because you don't have to worry about rounding circles. And I will say, you can find shape brushes on like Etsy or Creative Market that will let you do shapes and stuff in Procreate. The problem that I find with those is you're kind of at the mercy of whatever gauge. It's not me, is it? No, I'm still chatting. You're kind of at the mercy of whatever gauge line the artist made when they made the stamp. You might try refreshing the app. I don't know why it did that. Oh, and the ferrets were all passed out, and I didn't want to have to clean up poo on the floor, so they're not going to join us tonight. So, okay. We'll do a rounded corner trick first. So I have I should probably, screw it, blank layer. We have a blank layer. So it doesn't matter at this point what color you put down. So I'm just going to put this obnoxious pink. And then I like for mine to have a little bit of, I explained to her, Jesus Christ. She says I have no sound. So I tell her, oh my God, Erin, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing great. Anyways, good Lord. So I want my template to have like a drop shadow so it kind of looks like it's 3D on the page. So I'm going to edit my layer with, come on, Jenna, this adjustment thing. It looks like an arrow on the top here. You don't have to do it like a whole bunch. You can see that crosshair, right? Okay, so that means that my square is centered on my canvas, and that's where I want it. So I have my little square. Now I'm going to create a new layer, and this is the probably stupid way that I round corners on squares. Go with me on this. So I'm going to pick a contrasting color so I can see what I'm doing. Make sure I have a pen. Oh, doofus stroke is still in here. So I have a an even line. I don't want something that's pressure sensitive. And then I'm just going to draw a circle. Maybe a more contrasting color there, Jenna. There we go. And then I'm going to let Procreate make it a real circle, just like that. I'm going to fill it with color. And then I'm going to hit my sizing tool again. And then make sure at the bottom here that it's set to uniform, because you want to keep the perfect circle shape. Perfect circle shape. And then whatever size you make this now is going to be how big your rounded corner is. So I'm going to pull it up here and then zoom in. You want it touching the edges, but not going over. So I'll say I want mine to be like that. And then I can zoom in even closer and say, yep, it's touching on both sides. So now I'm going to duplicate that layer by sliding to the left. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that circle and pull it down here so that it matches up on the bottom. Double check it. Looks good. And then I'm going to merge those together, duplicate them, and just pull them over here. Double check. Merge them all together. So now we have, come on, finger. Now we have our circles on one shape. Sketties. Okay, so I'm going to stay on the circle layer, go to my selection tool, automatic, and I want to touch not on the circles while I'm on the circle layer. So it's going to go like this. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about here. If you zoom too far, you see how it's making those like janky lines on the edge of the circle? You don't want that. You want to slide your tolerance to the right, left, Jenna, left, so that it's touching but not like janking it out like that. Then you're going to go to your other layer, hit your erase tool, make sure you have a hard eraser, not the soft shady one. And then you're just going to erase what's sticking out. I could erase here, so be careful where you put your eraser. You only want to get it where it's touching on the bottom corner. Now, if Procreate would let us do shape, like rounded circle shapes, we wouldn't have to go through all this crud, but it doesn't. So now we can ditch the circle layer and we have a rounded rectangle. At this point, we could paint her black, save it as a JPEG, which I'll do just to show you. Save it as a JPEG. And then I can go into here, create a new brush. And we'll call this one Square Rounded. stroke path, you want to space it all the way out. Why is this a circle? Oh, because I didn't do my shape yet. Go to Shape, Edit, Import, Import a photo. Look at that Willy with her wings on. Hit this one, and then remember, anything that is white is what's going to be colored. So if you take 2 fingers and stamp down, now our shape is what's going to stamp. So then you want to make sure that you don't have any pressure sensitivity on, which I gotta remember where we did this. Here we go again with this one, right? I think it should be. No, it's not fine, because look. Where did we find this last time, guys? Oh, and you can adjust your minimum and maximum size, too. Was it here? No. No, it was in a weird spot, wasn't it? I think it was on the Apple Pencil. Was it you? No. Size? No. I do this every time, don't I? Flow? No. Really? Oh, was it opacity? No? Jesus Christ. You guys, where did we find that last time? Is it this one? No? Does anybody remember? Apple Pencil or Dynamic? Was it in taper? I could have sworn. Taper properties, pressure. Oh, was it this? No. Dang it. Opacity, no. I don't know, yo. I thought it was in here. We're going to have to go through this again, huh? Color dynamics, is it? See, that's a color jitter. That's not it. Color pressure, is this it? I thought, no, this one's for making... What are we trying to do? Spawn distracted me. Apple Pencil opacity. See, that sounds right. I have it set to max, so I'd set it to minimum? No. Is it this one? No. We're trying to find the damn 100% opacity thing for the pencil. I forgot where it was in the, 1 week since we did this last. Hold on, let me look at our doofus brush. Was it pressure max? Is that what it was? No, that's already maxed. Jesus Christ. You know what? Screw it, you guys. Screw it. Delete, delete, delete. We're going to duplicate our doofus brush. Go to Shape. Edit. Import. Done. About. Nailed it. Dear Editing Jenna, cut all that out. Okay. So now we have a stampy rounded square. Work smarter, not harder. Damn right. Damn right. Okay. So I'm going to erase this and we're going to do a lighter one so I can show you something that I actually know. Jesus. Okay, so let's say that this is the shape that we want, right? The way to add a simple shadow, Jesus. Go to your, duplicate your layer, go to your bottom one. You can either drop black on it or go to brightness on your layer and take the brightness all the way down. But then you're just going to go to adjustments, Gaussian blur on the layer. And then see how it's doing this little lifting off moment here. So we're just going to bring it to like right there. So, okay. Simply enough, that's how you would do that. Now, if you wanted to have more of like a grainy kind of a look to it, there are brushes out there that you can buy on Etsy. I don't make them, that are like paper style brushes. Or you could, I'm sure, find some texture brushes like on Brush Easy or something. But if you wanted it to have a grainy look, you could do that. I'm just going to leave it like this, to be honest. So that's how you'd make a flat one, okay? Like a not outline. So I'm going to undo a bunch of times to get our circles back. I'm going to clear this layer, turn the circles off. Now, I'm going to show you guys again, for some of you who might not have seen it, the issue with drawing straight lines in Procreate. What you should be able to do is go from one end to the other, hold, take another finger and touch the screen to make... Get your finger off there, Jenna. See how it's snapping into place? That's when I'm touching it. But watch. If I go to move this shape, you can tell it's not level. It's higher on one side than it is on the other. On the right side here, you see the line is touching the top of the outline. Over here, it's touching the bottom of the selection square. So you know they're full of caca. That is not even. So now you can go into your canvas option. I believe it's under drawing guide. Is it under drawing guide? Oh, yeah. And then you hit edit drawing guide. And then you can turn on the assisted drawing right here. This, if you watch, this will make a perfectly straight line. Yeah. This one, if I go here, touch, see that? But it will, out of default, make a perfectly straight line. For me, that's kind of a pain in the ass, right? A total pain in the ass. So I don't do that. I'm going to turn off this drawing guide because I don't use it. Turn off drawing assist here. So now we just have our regular jank canvas. So the way that I would get a regular line is just to drop this full of color, take it about the width that I want it, which would be right around there, turn on freeform, and then just pull up. So now I've got a perfectly straight line. So you can do it either way. It's really heckin' dumb that they haven't fixed that yet. But if you want to have a perfect square outline, make your horizontal line first, duplicate it, then go to your movement selection area here. Down at the bottom, you see rotate 45 degrees. You're going to tap that twice to get a 90-degree angle. And then I'm going to line these two up right on the corner. And it'll snap when you get into the spot, see? It doesn't like me using my finger. There we go. Snap. So then I can merge these two layers together, duplicate this layer, and then go to my selection, hit flip horizontal, flip vertical, and now I've got a perfect square. So that's how I make square outlines. Like I said, probably not the easiest way, but it's a hell of a lot easier than trying to get a perfectly straight line in Procreate right now. So I'm going to adjust my square so it's close to the size of my little circles here. Oh, I'm still on freeform. Make sure it's on uniform if you want it to be a perfect square. And then I'm just lining it up with my... Get in there. Why are you making me look stupid? Okay. So now my little circles I can adjust down to fit in said square. And you can see it snapping when it lines up with it. So now an option that you can do here is to, again, select outside of this square. Now I'm going to create a new layer. And then I'm going to take my liner and I'm just going to, mind you, I don't know if my pen's the same thickness. Hold on. There we go. And then you can just go follow it around. And I'm, again, doing this on a new layer because watch. I can go outside of it like this. But because I'm on a new layer, I can erase what I don't need. So just straight up to the line that I do want. So now, because I have this one line here, I can duplicate it and stick it on all other 4 lines. All right, I'm not going to put you through that. We'll just go with a regular square, but you saw how you could do it. Again, if you do that, if you take the time to do that, save it as a stamp so you don't have to do it again. Because if you save something as a stamp to the canvas size that you are used to using, then you'll always have one that fits. It's when you buy something else, like say you bought one off of Etsy, okay? You bought a rounded rectangle stamp off of Etsy, but they used a canvas that was 3,000 by 3,000 pixels. When you bring it into yours, those lines are going to be like this freaking thick, and you can't get rid of that. It's a pain in the ass. Procreate needs to step up. If we were in Affinity, we could do this easier, but we're not. So just a heads up. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little trick here. I'm going to, is this my circles? I'm going to delete those again. I'm going to duplicate my square layer, and then I'm going to fill in the bottom one. Now let's say that I wanted, because before I showed you how to make a shadow underneath it, right? Now I'm going to show you how to make shadow on top. So let's say we want our book to be, I'll just keep riding this pink train here. So then I can go to my top layer, go back to that blur, like that. And now I'm going to go back to my base layer, hit my adjustments, touch outside of my square, and see how I have some white showing here on the edge. I don't want that. So I'm going to raise the tolerance a little to get rid of that. Go back to my other layer, move tool, and get rid of it. So now you have something that looks like a 3D square. So if you wanted to have something that looked like a puffy sticker. Do you guys remember puffy stickers that when you peeled them apart, which you probably weren't supposed to do, they had like the not cotton, what was that, like styrofoam stuff? What was that stuff that was inside of puffy stickers? I can picture, it's like a sponge kind of. You get what I'm saying. Anyways, so that's what we did there. Let's not abandon our good square shape. Are we good? We're good. All right. So let's say that you want to make, yeah, the foamy stuff. Foam. That's the word I was thinking of. The foamy stuff. Yes, they were. It did smell funny. It smelled like color forms. Do you guys remember color forms? Not to be confused with chloroform. Never smelled that. But color forms. Yes. Okay. So now let's say that we wanted to actually sponge. Yes. We want to actually make our stamp that goes with what we're doing. Yes, Jenna, we can make shapes now. Let's move on. Okay. So I'm going off the assumption. I'm going off the assumption that it's just, we're just going to draw. We're going to draw. I like shrinking eggs too. Okay. So we're going to say, add some text, and I want this to say, Jenna Daily. I don't know why that's in all caps, but apparently that is important in this world, and I'm okay with that. So I have Jenna Daily. Now let's say that we needed to have like maybe a checkbox. So for that, I can dupe our square. Make sure uniform is on. And yeah, it looks weird because I just have like this tiny thing, but I can fill this like so. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And the lines, again, it's showing you how far away stuff is. No, it's not. It's showing you if stuff is lined up. Jesus Christ. Color forms were my absolute favorite thing when I was little. I used to sit there and make out, okay, good luck with your appointment. But I used to sit there and like make stories with my little color forms. I was a weird kid. So we're going to make Jenna's daily tasks. And there we go. And then let's say that I also wanted a space for notes. Like, oh, this went great today. Or, oh, wow, Jenna, that's really what you chose to do? Because let's be real, doesn't that sound like something I would do? Okay, so now we have Jenna Daily. And remember that, pretend that we made our stamp to look exactly like this, okay? Anything in white would be the stamp. And then if we inverted it, then the text would be white, the checkboxes would be white, so those would be the stamp. If that was confusing, I'll show you what I meant. So, okay, let's say that we're making this based on something that we already know. Okay, so this is Jenna's daily. So daily, what does Jenna do? Drink coffee. She does that. And then I want to line them up, so I'm going to make it to a left justification. Drink coffee. Oh, that made it an image. You stupid. So I have to duplicate the layer, and then I can bring it down here. Okay. Draw things. Draw thungs. She's classy. And then here. Gripe at school. Okay. So let's say that this is my daily task. I draw kits on Mondays, actually. Oh, my morning miles. I think coffee's more important to have on this list. Okay, so one real quick thing I want to show you. On this one, you see how this has a like a faded kind of an edge to it? That's because we stretched the crap out of a square that wasn't meant to be stretched. But I can fix this by selecting that layer, going here, go to your rectangle tool, and then draw just inside the lines. And then at the bottom here, you see copy and paste. So that made it on another layer, so I can delete the layer below it and then adjust it back out to where I want. And now the edges are crisp. So if you ever run into that, it's because you stretched something farther than it wanted to go. Okay, so I'm going to export this as a JPEG. And then we're going to duplicate our square round brush because we're not going through that again. And then tap it. We're going to call this one Jenna Full. She classy. Go to shape, edit, import. So I'm going to touch so that it looks like it did exactly in Procreate. And then I'm going to hit done. And then I'm going to hit done again. So now I can go into here and select all of this crap. Delete. I'm keeping our square because we might need it again. And now I'm going to pick like this blue color. Pick a functioning layer. It usually helps if you do that. See? So then it looks like that. And then if I dupe this brush here and then go to our shape, edit. I'm not going to import one because I want to keep this, but I'm going to use 2 fingers and tap the tablet. Hit done. About Jenna Hollow. So now what I did was make a brush that looks like this. So it's got the color on the words and on the checkboxes instead of around the outside. I keep hitting this damn thing. I should probably move it. Personally, for me, I kind of dig this one better because you could like make it match your planner. I mean, you could match to anything, honestly, but I like this one better. However, if I was gonna, we're getting all fancy now. Oh, I meant to turn those off. So let's say I wanted to make that card, right? That like reusable card thing. So I'm going to get our square round brush because we don't want to mess with all that again. I'm turning off my background layer because I want to be able to see it. I missed the edge. There we go. So now I can take this brush in whatever color we want. Pick another layer, Jenna. Jesus Christ. I'm fired. There we go. And then you can make it so that this fits here. And then because I made the brush, obviously, you could change this if you wanted to, but I could get rid of this outline altogether. Because it's a stamp, so it's not like it's all one piece or nothing. So I could get rid of that, make this one a little bit bigger, turn this back on, dupe the bottom layer, drop black on it, blur her up a bit, turn off the background layer. I'm going to share this as a PNG, copy. I think I can go into Goodnotes, question mark? Nope. Let's go back here. Oh, I know this is empty. I'll stick it in here. Okay. So then I paste it. And it totally looks like something that you could like tuck like under a planner or like with a little paper clip, like clipping it to the edge of your planner, that kind of thing. I need to make me one of these, like legit, because this is convenient. But yeah, so that's how you would make little stampy things. And you could include, my voice just cracked. You could include things like decorative borders, or like we did the first time, just use the stamp piece itself as its own PNG. And you can also lower the opacity of the brush so that it would obviously be like semi-transparent. Or, because we getting fancy up in here today, I'm going to delete all this extra stuff. And I'm going to do a clipping mask here. God dang it. Add. I'm going to have to insert a photo because I don't know what I have otherwise. We'll just do this one of Willie. You could overlay a pattern on it. And then, obviously, I wouldn't use this picture for this, but like if you had some like digital curio papers or who else makes papers? Yeah, hella good for school. School, work tasks, chores, all that kind of stuff. Meds. Yeah, definitely. I'm drawing a blank on who else does digital papers. Digital Curio. That's who I always get them from. But yeah, so super easy to do it this way. And then obviously you could do it. Thank you, Creative Fabrica. That was the other one I was trying to think of. So yeah, that's Tiny Turtle. Yeah. Oh, I have a lot of Tiny Turtle. Damn it. I need to remember to bust those out. I used those last year, like all through Halloween. Or was that the year before? Oh my God, that might have been the year before. So yeah, that's how I would go about making those. Oh, I bought one of hers from, not DPA. Mandy's! Jesus Christ! Yes! Oh my God! You know what? I have hers. Hold on. Hold on. Insert a file. Oh, well, there's Digital Curio. Elemental P. Okay, these aren't visible, are they? I know there's autumn ones in here. Maybe they're in my Goodnotes. Let's look in my Goodnotes. Don't judge how much stickers I have, okay? Don't judge how long it takes to load them all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this. Yay. Where are the new ones? Oh, I think it's... Ooh. Let's do one of these. Okay, so I'll grab this one. Ah, ooh. I don't know. I think this stripey might. The stripey's kind of turning my crank right now, so let's use this one. I was joking. Go away. All right, back off, Willie. Oh, look at how cute! Don't judge me, woman. I think I do, though. How cute is that? That's fantastic. And you could even do like a horizontal. Oh my god, that's adorable. That's super cute. That is super heckin' cute. I'm gonna make myself one of these stamps, like legit, not just screwing around. Oh, I have a question, ladies and potential gentlemen. Who in here, somebody had asked me during one of the pajama planning when we were making stickers, somebody asked me how to do ombre boxes. Did I ever show you guys how to do that? I don't remember if I did. I don't remember. Yes, but you can show skin. No, if I did, that's cool. That's cool. See, this is why I need you guys, because I don't remember anything. Okay, so we got the stamps. We figured out how to make the cards. What else should we try? Oh, that was you, Crystal? Oh, well, then it's a good thing you remembered. Ooh, I want to... Can I do this from here? I'm not doing that to myself. Can I do it from here? Okay, I'm going to do the queen. I think I have a new thing, screen thing. Let's see if it works. Hail to the queen. Look, look. You see her walking across the screen? I should be able to make that bigger, but I don't know how. I know, it's so pretty. I wonder what it would look like on like a background, but not that background. I think like, let's do white. And then we'll do like a, stop that. Stealing from her palette here. Maybe like that kind. Get it right, Jenna. That's kind of taking away a little bit of the color. Hold on, hold on. What if we do... What if we go really dark? Well, maybe I should just select a contrasting color. Jesus Christ. What goes good with... This is completely out of my area. What if we go like that? You know what? F it. We're gonna go... Oh, wait. Hold on, hold on. What if I put...
Son of a bitch.
Hate. Go! Oh, Christ. Hold on. I'm so offended. Yep. You guys are evil. Right? This is like legit 80s. Oh, you know what we could do with this hideous piece of shit? I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to clipping mask it. And then what about like some, like in the 80s, you guys remember like the yellow with like purple polka dots? You know what I'm talking about? I know there's polka dot. Here we go. Oh, it's making my head hurt again. Oh my god. I'm offended. I am offended! Evil. So then there was that. Where's my... Hold on.
Son of a bitch!
There we go. You guys are mean. You know what, though? A caution tape, like, stamp, that would be pretty legit, right? Especially for, like, Halloween coming up. Maybe not so obnoxiously yellow, but, like, something that you could just, like, brush over and, like, tie your planner with, like, caution tape. How cool would that be? Don't they have, like, red and white caution tape? Or am I thinking of, like, don't touch Santa? Sounded inappropriate. Let's move on. Wow. That's actually really... I like this idea. Yeah, right? I wonder if anybody makes that. I'm not going to go prowling on Etsy because that's dangerous, especially at this time of night. It's so offensive. Okay, so we have tormented ourselves with this enough, I think. Let's torment ourselves with this one. So another thing that... I don't know why whenever I'm on a stream, my nose itches so bad. I think it's this light. This nose makes my light itch. Okay, if you say so, Jenna. So I'm going to duplicate our stamp layer. And then I'm going to lower the brightness all the way to 0. So we have a black layer on the bottom. And then I'm going to try to blur this one. Oh, that's kind of weird. Okay, I don't hate that. So you could come out like that. And then you could go, like, stay on this layer and get your brush, but get, like, a soft brush. And then just see how I'm, like, brushing away at the words so the words aren't so little. That's kind of fun, too, honestly. And for anybody who didn't know, you could use this technique to make, like, little Polaroids. Allergic to you guys, right? Lights can make noses itch. I think it's legit. I think it is too, because literally I sit in this room all day long and I don't have this light on. But when I turn it on, it makes my dang nose itch. I don't get it. There's something to that. So I'm going to share this one so we can check this guy out next to these ones. Oh, I didn't crop it so it looks big. No, it doesn't. It looks... Jenna just stopped talking. Okay, anyway, so then we have that one. So I'm going to show you guys real quick the little Polaroid trick. So let's delete, clear. Okay, so I'm just going to fill the layer again. I have uniform on just so I can get my, like, outline, you know. And now I'm going to duplicate this one. Change its color so that I can see what I'm doing. Bring it down a little bit. Turn freeform on. Aren't Polaroids like usually... I'm trying to think. The pictures are usually square, aren't they? Yeah, and then the Polaroid itself is longer. Okay, all right, hold on. There we go. So I'm going to side it up over here, and then I'll just kind of slide this guy over like that. Looks more right. Okay. So I'm going to go here, and then like that. That looks better. Okay. So now I want to take away... That's not centered. I want to take away the purple, but first I want to line it up correctly and not like a doofus. There we go. All right, so I'm going to take this purple layer and I'm going to select it here and then hit select on this pop-up menu. Go to my layer below it, move tool, so I can get rid of this purple, this darker purple square here, and then I can delete that layer. So now we have our base shape for our Polaroid. That was not the right move there, Jenna. So I'm going to dupe this layer. I'm going to paint our top one like a grayish color. And then the bottom one, I'm going to paint in a black color. Do our fancy blur. Just like so. And then I'm going to export. And you can obviously like pattern these or do anything like that. But I'm going to come in here. We'll bring in this willy. And then paste. And then I have to crop the sky off this bad boy. And there you go. Instant Polaroid. Isn't that cute? You could also do like a little bit of outlining on the top layer to make it look more 3D style. In fact, let's do that real quick. Okay, so I'm going to select this layer. And then I'm going to create a new layer on top of it. I want to have, not that brush. I want to have my, there's so many extra brushes here, I'm lost. My regular liner brush. And I'm just going to, you cannot go outside of your shape, right? So I can just get close. And then let Procreate fill it in. Get close. Follow down. And then if you're like, okay, that's not going to work, you can leave this here, hit edit shape up top, and then you can just drag this bottom one where you need it to go. And then if you just hit your paintbrush tool up here at the top top right, it's not going to take off your selection. So you can just keep going. So here, so now we have an outline. I also want to go in here. This one's a little trickier because you're working with the opposite side. But again, if you go really out of space, you can use that edit shape tool and it'll fix it for you. Like here, I kind of janked that one up a little, so I'm going to just pull it in like that. And now if you were thinking ahead, which obviously we don't do that here, you could have made your outline first and then duplicated the outline and filled in the bottom layer. But we don't do that here. We do things after the fact. Now you guys know why it takes me so long to make anything. Okay, so now the trick to having a good blur on your outline is to not constrict your blur to the shape initially. So if I were to go here and select our bottom shape so that only the pixels in our Polaroid are selected, and then go here and blur it. See how it leaves like an edge? So it only pushes from the edge of it. That's not how we want to do. So I'm going to blur it first with, oops, I have to turn my selection off, with nothing selected. That way it's going to blur over the edge of my Polaroid. Like so. And then obviously I can come in here and lower the intensity of it. Then I just take my selection tool, pick the pixels that I don't want to keep, and then get rid of them. So now when we export her, And then bring it in here. You see the difference? One of them has like a more like olden time look, and then the other one has more of like a classic kind of a look. I mean, either one is wrong. You know, do how you want to do. But it's just a different, you know, a different look. So you can kind of change it up, do however you want to do it. And then we'll put this one here. And then now we have a little stack of, that's not what I meant, a little stack of Polaroids. Just like so. Now, hey Marla, if you wanted to get extra fancy, that's how we do here, okay? So these are essentially overlays, right? Because you're going to put these over another picture. Stop hitting the microphone, Jenna. So what you can do is you can select your inner square, just like this. Create a new layer up top. Get your white. And then do like your studio pen, which is a brush that comes with Procreate. I can spell. And then I'm just going to brush some lines across like this. And then use that same blur technique. Just like so. I'm going to export it just like this. And then let's bring in the photo this time so we don't have to. We're going to double you, Willie. I don't have any extras on here. And then we're going to paste it and see how it gives it that little pop of a shine. That's super fun. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being basic, but I mean, if I'm anything, it's not basic. So, you could add just like a little like highlight, I guess. Girl, that sunrise was outside this morning. Me and Willie went strolling. She's not a good stroll buddy. She's a freeloader and made me carry her the whole time. But yeah, so you can add like little stripes for highlights. You could do even low lights, but I don't think Polaroids really, because they're shiny, right? You hold a Polaroid and it's shiny. So yeah, those are fun. And you can make those like in the Instax style. Like these ones. So it's like longer on the bottom. I have a few here. Oh my gosh. This is, there we go. Me working. Scary stuff. So yeah, you could do them in like a long style or whatever. I like to do the Polaroid and then like draw on them. You know how we used to like write down here whatever was in the picture? And then you could put like stickers on them. I don't know if I have any stickers that I can. Oh, here, I'll grab one of these. We can use this cat. So you can do like pretty much anything. These are fun. I like these. Yep. So what else do we got, folks? What time is it? Oh, we're an hour. We're doing good. Okay. Last time we were here for like 2 hours, and apparently we didn't cover shit. Look at how cute she is. She is a freeloader, though, let me tell you. I gotta say, I kind of like the one with the glare a little better. Because it looks more legit, you know? She's great. My little Wilhelmina. We've been calling her Vanilla Beana now. So she's a little Vanilla Beana. You know, it just occurred to me, should I make little ferret avatars? It would be cute to have them jumping around too. Yes, the little wings, they're adorable. They're they're for bearded dragons. But they fit the ferrets too, and they fit them really good. They fit Queen the best because she's like big chongus, but they fit adequately for the others. So, all right, let's find some lilas, yeah? I did get a few done in spite of my brain trying to come out through my forehead because that happened. I think it's this one. My nose is itching again. I just looked toward this light and my nose started to itch. Okay, so where's my chat? She tried. Okay, there we go. All right, so just like last time, you guys, if you can't get it, tell me now so that I can DM it to you because I am going to take them down in probably an hour. So try to grab them while you can and let me know if it works. It should. It says anyone with a link. Got it? Right on. Cool. I don't even remember what these ones look like. I can't open them because I have the Halloween set on here. Dang it. I think this is the little fall one with the little rainbow. Does this one have a rainbow, Crystal? It's got to be the rainbow one because the rainbow one's adorable. Oh, right on. Yeah, I love that one. And the little balloon is like semi-transparent. Yes. Me and Mandy, like where our color preferences cross is like, I like these, she likes these, we both like all of these. I mean, there's worse things to be stealing, huh? Hey, Shauna! Welcome, welcome! Yeah, you missed like an hour. We made Polaroids, we made stamps, we made rounded rectangles in Procreate. That was a big pain in the butt. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, good, Marla. Awesome. Is Chrissy still here? She had trouble getting them last week. Work has been stupid today. Oh, that sucks. Third world internet. Nice. Oh my god, this isn't a big file, I don't think. How do I get info? Oh, view details. There we go. 1.5. I know, aren't they cute? I haven't done the Maynards yet, but I did get the Lilas done. Little Edgar following her around. Yes! Love. So did anybody else start playing with Goodnotes, or not Goodnotes, iOS 5? 15? iOS 15? Jesus, Jenna. I started playing with it today. I downloaded it yesterday and I started playing with it today. And I made this little look at Nash right here. And then on this one is me and my husband's Animal Crossing characters. Oh, snap! I think I can show this. Okay, do you see over here on the bottom right that little icon that's Willy? Yo, on Neva's stream, she was going through making shortcuts and like custom icons and stuff. And it shows you how to do, or now you can do like split screen shortcuts. Check this out. I'm going to push this one that looks like Willy. Boink. Yo. It automatically opens any two apps in frickin' split screen. Could you frickin' love it more? Dude. I'm going to do one for Goodnotes and files too, Neva, because I'm constantly making Goodnotes files or Goodnotes and photos. I need to do one for Goodnotes and photos because I'm always making Goodnotes files by just drag and dropping from the Photos app. Yo, that's so heckin' badass. I love that so much. And the only photos I had on my tablet were of my ferrets. So I put Willie on that one. Okay, hold on. Let me close. So like I swiped him up, right? I'm gonna push this icon here that has Wilhelmina on it right on the frog nose. Boink. Boom. Tell me that's not badass. How many of us sit here and split screen stuff and we're constantly like, because my freaking problem is I'll do something like in Procreate, save everything to photos, and then I'll like go open Goodnotes, and then you need to like grab the photos icon and like drag it to the side, and I always have to like close Goodnotes, open photos so that they're both on the dock at the same time. Now it's just like, bitch, I just push one button and then boom. Boom. It is so heckin' great. Love that. That is the best feature ever. So yeah, I was talking to Neva while she was streaming a couple of hours ago. I was like, dude, I need to go through and just make myself a whole bunch of icons. Yeah, I saw that too. I was screwing with it. Oh, it's in the app. Right. So, single app, Jenna. Like up here at the top in the middle, you can push this thing and then make a split screen and share. So you would like pick which other one you wanted to add to it, which is cool, but it's not like one button cool. But I suppose if you're already in an app and you're just like, okay, I need to add to this page, I mean, it's pretty legit. I see a bunch of people bitching on Reddit about how the homepage is like, they're like, oh, there's so much empty, useless space. And I'm like, why would you want it to be a cluttered cluster of sickle? Right? It's like, I want it to be all pretty and spaced out. I mean, everyone has their opinion, I'm sure. But that opinion is not mine. I'm just going to say. So yeah, I was like, yo, this is the best thing. Best thing. Yeah, she goes through and explains how to set it up twice because I didn't pay attention the first time. But yeah, so I am digging iOS 15, and I haven't even played with it a whole lot because migraine, you know. But yeah, that one was really cool. And then the widgets, did you notice they don't say underneath them? Like on the phone, you know, when you would have like your calendar or whatever. See, like on the phone at the bottom of my calendar, it says Widget Smith. This doesn't do that. And that's just great. I love that. It doesn't have that stupid name of the app or whatever that you use to make the thing. So I'm all about that. I am all about not having all that extra crap on there. Perfect. Love it. We're busy playing. I was. I know. I got halfway through something and I was like, wait, what did she say? I made her start over. I'm a crappy viewer. Can you guys believe it's almost October? Lachlan's birthday's on Friday. Not ready for that, but you watch like I do. I know, right? But we have like a week left. Well, maybe a little more. 21. Like 9 days. Like 9 days left. I'm so excited. So excited! Setting up next week with my first Halloween kit. Oh, hell yes! I don't... What is next week? Can I open this? Yes, I can. But that's all I can do. Crap. When is... Oh, it's next Friday. That's right. It's next Friday. I'm not ready for 9 either, yo. Not even a little. Nope. 12 days away from my birthday. Yeah, right on. My sister's birthday is today. So is Claudette's. Did everybody wish Claudette a happy birthday? I have to work the beer counter at the Kane Brown concert Saturday. I mean, there's worse counters to work. That's awesome. I've been holding off. Okay, so I love me some spooky stickers, obviously, right? And my pumpkin back there, like, I'm ready. I am ready. But I know that right after Halloween, it's like November. And for me, that's like instant winter. So I'm like, as soon as Halloween is over, I'm like, winter kits. I mean, for one, it's cold as balls here in that time. So I'm literally here with a blanket right now. But, so as soon as Halloween is over, I'm like, I want to put up the Christmas tree. My husband makes me wait. But, so yeah, now I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to go totally ape in October with Halloween stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's get through September with fall kits that you couldn't wait to use when it was July, Jenna. So what are you trying to rush this for? And then I'm going to bust out all my Halloween stuff. I'm excited. We put up our tree on November 10th. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. My husband makes me wait until Thanksgiving. Like, he used to be like, the day after Thanksgiving. And I was like, no, on Thanksgiving. I'm a sucker. This is my favorite time of year, you guys. It really is. And when you have kids, it's like even better because they're so excited. So it makes you excited. I want to make some of the glowing floating dresses with chicken wire for the yard. Dude, I've seen those. Those are freaking legit. Especially when you put like the like not glow sticks, but maybe they're like you put the stuff at the bottom so it like shines up the top of them. Dude, I would love to do that. I was at Costco. This was like 5 or 6 years ago now, but they had a Halloween tree. And I was like, why am I not doing this? I need a Halloween tree in my life. I just need to have like a spot in my house where I could just keep a tree. Like a real tree, not like a palm tree. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving at home, so do it after the last birthday in November. Oh. We used to, before coronavirus, we would spend like a week or so in Michigan for the holidays. And so we would always, like, I would put the tree up and then we would leave and then we would come back and the tree would still be up and it's like after New Year's. So that kind of sucked. I didn't like that part of it, but because of, coronavirus, last year we were here and we're going to be here again this year. Plus last year was the first year in our new house. So this year we're going to be here and I'm really like, I love this. I love the smells. I love the crunchy leaves. I love the Hallmark Christmas movies, like the whole nine. I went to watch The Great Pumpkin the other day or yesterday when I was feeling crappy. Vern the Fern, nice. A Christmas fern. Don't tell my husband that. I want a full-on tree, dang it. But I went to watch The Great Pumpkin and it was like they're jumping on this Halloween crap already because on Apple TV they were like $16 to watch a 20-minute cartoon. I was like, kiss my ass, I'll find my DVD. But I did download like the Home Alone movies and like I haven't watched them yet because it's like in preparation. I'm bad. I'm so bad. This is the best time of year though. It's the best time for stickers too. Because like after January, it's like, okay, now what? You have a digital copy, Crystal? Girl, drop that shit in the drive. I could make a copy off my DVD. Oh yeah, I have the DVD copy. I just need to get it out. It's with I have the Garfield Halloween, which was my favorite. The Great Pumpkin is great, but Garfield Halloween Special is where it's at. Those pirate ghosts scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and it was just like the best thing ever. Is anybody else on the Garfield train with me? Crystal! You're doing your children a disservice. The Garfield Halloween special. I think you can find it on YouTube at this point. It's the best. I have it somewhere. Do I have it on here, in fact? Yo, I do! Hold on a second. Okay, how do I copy something? Crystal, I'm going to put this in your drive. Don't delete it afterwards. Just let me know when you watch it and I'll put it back. Yes, the pirate ghosts! They're the best! With a new update, we can share watch. What is share watch? I'm going to have to find it for Tyler. Yes, the pirate ghosts! They're traumatizing and it's the best. I mean, maybe not the best. For a kid's cartoon, though, they were creepy. They were really creepy. What's the share watch thing? I don't know what that is. I love that our background for this conversation is Willy. Like stream share. I'm going to have to look that up. Share watch. Did you look up the pirate ghosts? They're creepy. I wonder if I can find them. Hold on. Oh. Oh, damn you, search thing. Oh, are they here? There they are. Okay, I just posted a GIF in the Discord of the pirate ghosts. Rewatch the iOS 15 thing from 3 weeks ago. Oh God, okay. These fall kits in September, Halloween kits in October, and fall. No, Neva, no. I used to do that when I was in Phoenix. I would do and even decorating my house. I would do fall in September, even though it was still hot as balls. Halloween in October, fall again in November, and then winter in December, even though it was still hot as balls. Yes, I did the same thing. But out here, like, it gets so heckin' cold. December through March. See, I usually will do winter kits through February, and then in March, I'll start doing spring kits. Let me get the link for the Discord. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Crystal, do you have the Discord link? Oh, I found it. Aren't they creepy? Now imagine watching that when you're like 10 or less. Ooh, what part? I lived in Coeur d'Alene and Priest River. Listen, my Arizona is in full display right now. This is one of those rated for like 30-degree sweater things. And I have on sweatpants, socks, and a blanket. Priest River area. Holy shit, really? I've never met anyone else who lived in Priest River. I went to Priest River Lamana High School for my freshman year. Wow, that is the smallest town ever. How the heck? Whoa. That's insane. The kids went to junior high there. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wow. Look at all y'all jumping in here not knowing there was a Discord. Can you see the spooky pirate ghosts? I went for a walk in a tank top today. You heckin' freak. You heckin' freak. It was cold out there. I wore my blanket when I went out this morning with Willie. Oh my god, Bonner County! Whoa! Oh my gosh. It's called layers, people. See, ew, Crystal Creep. There comes a point, people, when, like, too much layers, you start looking like a starfish. And then when you get hot, you have to carry stuff, and I hate that. Tyler just went to do his homework upstairs because he said it's too cold down here. I got my slippers and blanket out too. Yes, that is exactly right. You're not doing it right, Jenna. That's probably true. That is probably true because I grew up in Phoenix, yo. I can do, well, could do 120 degrees. I know how to do that. I don't know how to do this -60 crap. Although I'll tell you what, I have gotten very good at falling and busting my butt on ice. What time is it? Is it like... Oh, I'm still good. Okay. All right, Crystal. Squeeze those kids. Say hi to Ia. Homecoming week. Oh my gosh. Still warm here. Wow. Yeah, no doubt, right? Honestly, like here, it's the opposite because in Arizona, you didn't leave the house from like March until November because it was so damn hot. And then here, it's like you don't leave the house from like October to April because it's so cold. I need to get some of those things that go on your shoes that look like cleats, but they're like spiky things because I eat shit anytime I touch ice. I just can't. I can't even ice skate. Of course, where would I have learned how to? I can't ice skate. I mean, I used to be able to roller skate, but then I hit this rock one time and I fell and I hurt my knee so bad. I'm not a very coordinated person. Not even a little. Oh man. And then my husband, jackass, I was recording for a video. I was doing a YouTube video. It was a long time ago. I was doing a YouTube video and I was cruising along on my skates. I hit that rock. I hit my knee. I was like, I can tolerate some pain, yo. I have a very high pain tolerance. But I was doing that like I was legit freaking the F out. And this asshole on camera goes, oh, down she goes. Looks like she's laughing. And I'm like, shut up. And he's just like, huh, maybe she's hurt. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to rip your head off. I do. I'm the klutziest. Caleb got my klutz too. He's just as bad. Grace is certainly not my middle name. Oh my God. I'm so bad. Northern Wisconsin, thermostat set at 64 during the winter. We keep it cold, yo. We do too. Same. Even in Phoenix, like we paid a freaking exorbitant amount to keep it cool because I can't with the hot. But here, it's like, I don't mind the cold. I prefer the cold. It's the ice I can't do, man. I can't do it. And we have these goddamn steps outside now. And like, my husband is really good about like salting the steps and salting the porch and, you know, the not the sidewalk. Well, I guess it's a sidewalk. You know, the thing that goes from your door to your car. Jesus. But yeah, he keeps everything salted, but I find a way. I find a way. We keep it cold. We like it cold, but ugh. Preach. Okay, people told us that we were freaking crazy for moving to Minnesota. And we moved, I want to say it was in May. We got here in May. And in Arizona, it was already rolling like 102. or whatever. When we got here, it was like 60. And we were both like, this is fantastic. And then the summer was beautiful because, like, I don't give a shit. I mean, humidity sucks, right? Humidity sucks, especially when you have curly hair. Humidity sucks ass, but it beats the crap out of opening your door and you're in an oven. I'm sorry. I prefer to wear layers than to be hot too. Absolutely. But I mean, there's only so much clothes you can take off. Even if you're laying butt naked on the floor, just like sucking on the air conditioning, you're just miserable. Absolutely miserable. But, you know, here it's like, I'll like cozy up next to the heater. Or, you know what my love is now that I moved here? Blankets that you plug in. Yo. Whoever thought of these damn things, I love you. I have one for my couch. I have one for my bed. I have one for my office. They are the best things ever. I love those things. Of course, they really, really make it hard to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night because you're just like all snuggled like a big cinnamon bun. Best invention ever. The best. I need to dig those out pretty soon. Aren't we done with this like hot bull caca? See, girl, I was there. I can't. It's the not being able to get away from the hot. That's what does it for me. See, and I grew up in Phoenix. Like, I was born there. I lived a few years in Texas when I was like a little fetus. And then we moved back there and I lived there until my freshman year in high school when I moved up to Priest River, Idaho. Lived there for a year and a half. Back to Phoenix. Like, I've lived in Phoenix more than I have lived anywhere else. And yo, I can't with the hot. I just can't. The only thing I miss is that smell when it rains. That Phoenix smell when it rains. There's nothing like that smell. And I miss that smell. And the dust storms and the monsoons. Literally all. That is so much it. I don't miss the lizards. I don't miss the snakes. I don't miss the super hot. I don't miss shitty relatives. Oh, I do miss Fresh and Easy. I like Fresh and Easy. They don't have that here. I'm in Kentucky now and the humidity sucks here. I lived in South Carolina for about a year. Humidity sucked there too. Probably a Minnesotan. Nice. I'm going to check to see what have you guys seen the new weather app? It is so pretty. Yeah, we're only like our highest in the next week and a half is only supposed to be in like the mid 70s. That's perfect. Fresh and Easy is like it's like a less snooty Trader Joe's. Like Trader Joe's is like oh, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's because I'm better than you. Fresh and Easy is like that, but without the snooty. Night, Mandy. Thank you for showing up. Girl, the air conditioning bill. Yo, oh my God. I think our highest one was like $600. $600 for 1 month in the summer. It was fucking ridiculous. Yeah, they have the best of all things. Like their shelled sunflower seeds at Fresh and Easy. My husband and I would make like special trips to go there just for their sunflower seeds. Oh, God. I had a 400 a couple months ago. Yeah. Yeah, it gets bad. When it's bad, it's real bad. Oh, man. Like, out here, like, I think our highest utility bill was like 230-ish, somewhere around in there. And that was like, yo, it's negative 40 outside. You know, it was that cold. I'm going to do laundry now. Oh, nice. Cool. Oh, you're off Friday? Okay, cool. Right on. No problem, you guys. Yeah, we should probably bounce. We've been here for an hour and a half. Truby's in Sandpoint. Oh my God. Driving to Sandpoint was like the day trip. Wow. $125 a month in a 1-bedroom. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good for Arizona. Oh man, I'm like having moments. Wow. Yeah, barring any stupid ass migraines, I will be here Sunday. And I'm going to post the replay of this one on Friday. Um so that, you know, the first half when we actually did stuff, you'll be able to watch. Rent is like 1,800 here. No, she means for her utility bill, Shauna, for her air conditioning. Yeah, rent here in Minnesota is pretty freaking high too. I mean, we had a 2-bedroom apartment and we were paying like $1,400 a month. I was like, bitch. When we were in Maricopa out in Arizona, we had a heckin' 3-bedroom house with a garage and we paid $800. It's like, damn. But groceries and gas and stuff like that is a lot cheaper here than it is out in Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, it kind of balanced out, you know, with the apartment versus the cost of living otherwise. Now that we, you know, we own the house, it's like our bills are way the heck down because of that. But yeah, the oh my gosh, the rent out here is stupid high. Stupid high. But I mean, you're also paying for um the the area, you know, if you don't want to live somewhere that's scuzzy. Of course, I don't really know where is scuzzy here because we haven't been here that long. I could tell you where scuzzy areas in Phoenix are. Even 79, Jay, Jesus Christ. Even then, you're just like, oh, it's so sweltery. But you stick a bunch of fans on and it's more tolerable. But yeah, I mean, you have to budget that in Arizona. You have to. Because you cannot survive without air conditioning. In fact, I believe it is illegal to rent a unit that does not have air conditioning in Arizona. Well, Phoenix, the metro area. That's insane. All right, you guys. We're going to go ahead and piece on out of this one. We've been doing an hour and a half, which equals about half the time of actually planning and making stickers. So, yay! So, did everybody get the Lila? I can, you know what? Let me drop the link one more time just to make sure. There's your copy link. Copy link. Oh, no problem. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, oh, that's the wrong link. God damn it. Copy link. Oh, I hit done instead of copy. Good lord. Post chat. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, like stuff that you want to see us do, then let me know. Yeah, I'll post it again, Shauna. It's basically just making like custom stamps and stuff for Procreate. It's stuff that you already know. And then we kind of went nuts making Polaroids. So that was fun too. So cool. Yeah, let me know, you guys. And then Sunday, barring any more goddamn migraines, we'll be back in pajama planning. It's yeah, and it'll be our start of October. I'm excited. All right. So cool. Thank you guys again for coming out. And the Lilas will be up for probably about another half an hour. So yeah, grab them while you can. And I will see you guys on Sunday. All right. Bye, guys.